Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review, and next up is the Hasbro Marvel Legends series Retro X-Men Target exclusive Rogue. This is the one that lots of people are excited for. Lots of people shit on it when it first was announced because, let's be honest, the promo pics when it was first announced, the head sculpt did look absolutely horrible, terrible. I am happy to tell you right now that this looks really, really good. If you would have seen my Instagram post earlier, you would have seen a close-up of it, and she looks fantastic. So I'm very excited for this. But just so you guys know, before we get into it, this figure is not yet in Target stores. It is street dated for November 29th. The DPCI is 087165584. And those should be coming up in stores soon, but again, street dated for November 29th. So big shout out and thank you to Broker Quinn on Instagram. He runs Spooky Barn Toys up in Canada, so you get all your action figures needs for all you collectors in Canada at spookybarntoys.com. Link in the video description below. He found this at his local Toys R Us in Canada and picked her and Gambit up for me and shipped out right away. So Quinn, thank you so much. I appreciate it. But here we have the standard X-Men retro packaging, and it says power absorption is her gimmick, I guess it would say, or what would have been the gimmick. She just comes with two interchangeable hands. One is holding a glove for the bare hand that she comes with, which is a pretty cool concept, I think. Here on the back of the package, we have a look at the figure, that vintage retro style that we see, that throwback to the old Toy Biz cards. The bio reads, Marvel's Rogue. Rogue can absorb superpowers, personality traits, strength, and even memories from others with a single touch, making her capabilities in any matchup nearly limitless. These talents have naturally led her to be a leader among the X-Men. Here is the UPC. I also posted a picture of it on my Instagram. This card is super minty, and it sucks that I'm going to have to open it, but here we go. I'm going to actually do it on camera so you can see. We're just going to rip it right on open and then take it out of the package. That card is no good. Toss it off to the side, throw that away. There she is. So let's get her out and take a closer look. Okay, and here is the Rogue figure out of the package, and she looks fantastic. There are only some changes from this one. From the previous Juggernaut Wave release, there are some differences. As you can see, the big one is going to be the color. So some very minor things going on there. So we will talk all about that when we do the side-by-side. But first, let's zoom in and take a better look at the figure, and we'll look at her accessories, which are just one additional pair of interchangeable hands. Okay, so there is a zoomed up look at the... Damn. Try that again, round two. Here is a close-up look at Rogue zoomed in so you can see how good the face came out looking. I think it looks better than the previously released Juggernaut Wave. The funny thing is they are the same head sculpt, different hair, of course, but the head sculpts are the same. So it's amazing the difference that is made in the paint applications for figures, because, again, same head sculpt, but huge difference between how they look. So looking at it, one thing that is another noticeable thing on her neck, you could see where the collar comes on her bodysuit. It's a lot lower than on the previous Juggernaut Wave one. That goes very high up on the neck, and it's a green line on the collar instead of a black line. But other than that, the costume and everything is really essentially the same. Looking at the jacket, we get an X logo there. We'll do the side-by-side comparisons as we go, I guess. So a lighter color jacket, and then on the Juggernaut Wave, it was just a red X-Men logo, but this one has black outlined, and then on the inside of it, then you can see the difference in the greens and the yellows. I like this green and yellow a lot more, but I like the color of this jacket more. But this one doesn't look bad either, don't get me wrong. But just different shades of green. This is a metallic green, and then the darker yellow, brighter yellow, and then just a brighter green, no metallic to it. Looking at the rest, clean paint apps as far as the lines go. I don't see anything that's really stands out or noticeable in any way, so that's not so bad. There's some weird thing on the thigh there. What's up with that? Does the previous one have that? Yeah, it did. That's weird. Not sure what's going on with there. Looking at the boots. The legs, these are the same as before, except, you know, just not that metallic color, and just yellow kind of throughout. The belt is the same. It is the lighter color because it matches the jacket, whereas this one matched the jacket as well. Red X there. Again, not a whole lot going on. We get the bandana. It looks to be like a different bandana. As you can see, the wave of it is different, so that is new, along with the hair sculpt. We do get a bare hand for her right hand, just like we did before, same hand and everything. But this is the new thing. And then this is what Dwight Stahl actually teased us with. And I can't remember which live stream it was, if it was a regular Fan First Friday or if it was a different one. But he had teased at the very end, he had shown this off. And we all knew it was going to be Rogue, right? We knew that was going to happen. But what's really awesome is, you know, a lot of times she'll have to take her glove off so she can actually absorb somebody's energy or whatever, or powers. So she's got to hold that glove somewhere, right? So now they gave us this brand new accessory to where it's her left hand holding the glove from her right hand. And I think the sculpt of it is all really nice. It's all just a flat yellow color, but there's not a whole lot else they really could have done with it. So it's a really nice addition. The only thing is if you wanted to stick with your previous Rogue, the colors really aren't going to match if you wanted to use it, unless you painted it to match the color of this. So it's not going to be something that you would use if you still preferred this one. So just a heads up with that. So let's zoom out and look at Rogue's articulation. Okay, so Rogue's got some big ass hair. She's not really going to get a whole lot of movement in that head. You can get her to look down somewhat, I guess. Looking up and straight out is difficult because that's a lot of damn hair that's just really hitting her back and shoulders. It's not going to go anywhere. Even turning her head is a little bit of a challenge. You're limited in the motion that you can get in there. Not really a whole lot of pivot either. The shoulder, you can get the shoulder to go up straight out. Full rotation, of course, but watch out for her hair. Single jointed elbow, naturally, so we get a swivel there as well, and a 90-degree bend there. The wrists swivel, and they do hinge. We have the typical diaphragm joint on the Moonstone body, so she can pivot to the side that much, pivot to the other side that much, goes back a little bit, comes forward a little bit, not a whole lot, and then you get the twist at that diaphragm joint instead of a waist swivel. Legs go out that far apart. She can kick forward that high, like so. Doesn't really go back. You have an upper thigh cut there. You get a double jointed knee, so watch out for these bands, and these can kind of float around. You could push it over the calf if you wanted to kind of take it off, but you want to keep it somewhere kind of in that range there. No boot swivel or calf swivel. Foot hinges down all the way, hinges up like a little bit, peg holes at the bottom of the feet, and ankle pivot. So there is Rogue's articulation. Now let's see the full side-by-side shot. So looking at it, we talked about some of the big differences, but looking at the suit, the design of the black X logo and those two lines, they are a little bit different as well. But for the most part, we're looking at the same figure. Now, people were going crazy over this figure, and I'm not really sure why. There was a time where, you know, you can go into a Walmart and you could see Rogue on the pegs or the shelf. I went to one Walmart, I think it was in Tracy. There were probably 4 or 5 Rogues. Nobody was buying them at the time, and then Toys R Us closed. There were some Toys R Us's that got just loaded up with Rogue figures. I don't know what the hell happened. And then all of a sudden, you know, it dried up and people wanted it, and the price and value started going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. And it was just kind of a crazy thing. And I get it. It's an awesome figure. It really is. But it's just one of those crazy things. It's like, why did everybody pass up on it the first time? If you just get it when it first comes out, or you pre-order it, you're good. But I get new collectors as they come into the line. They may not have that opportunity. So every now and then things like this come up. I don't collect for value, so I don't care when they reissue new figures. It bothers me not in the slightest, other than I have to buy a new damn figure of the same thing. But when they do stuff like this, I don't mind it at all, especially the retro card, because I'm going to keep one mint on card. It's going to hang up on my wall with all my other retro Marvel Legends figures. And then I'll just have this second one now to keep open. Why not? It's a nice touch, but to have them in there, you know, just add it to my Detolf. Not that big of a deal for a $20 figure. But you guys let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts on the reissue are, because I know a lot of you guys missed out and really wanted Rogue. This is your chance. It sucks that it's a Target exclusive. I get it. But go to your local Target on November 29th. It will be street dated. Hopefully you can walk in there and either find it as hanging on a peg or ask somebody to get it out of the back. The store should have it by that date. They may not all have it by that date, but just, you know, be on the lookout for that. And that's going to be the same for the Retro Gambit, the Retro Cyborg Spider-Man, and then the Negative Zone Spider-Man, which is already starting to hit all the Target exclusive retro programs. So I'm not sure what Target has planned for that, because we know that the Power Rangers Spectrum series figures are going to be exclusive to them. So I wonder if there's going to be like a special end cap or something that's going to get set up on that day with all those exclusive figures. So, you know, we shall see. What I want to do now is see how this figure looks with this brand new head sculpt. So let's try that out now. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. One thing that I forgot is that these old bodies didn't have a hinge on the neck, so there would not have been a lot of motion with her head anyway. You know, with or without the longer hair that really gets in the way. So it's just kind of one of those things. So we do a full head swap with both of them, and they both look pretty good. That's all basically kind of, you know, what you expected out of the Rogue. Again, I still like this body, this figure, the colors a lot more than this new one. The new one still looks really good. I would say it's more animated series, but you know, Hasbro isn't really officially making figures based on the animated series. As much as they really look like it, it's really not going to be accurate, other than I would say the Jean Grey with ponytail. But even still, I wouldn't say that things are going to be 100% animated series accurate. Or, you know, one of the big tells is she has a green headband versus a black headband like in the animated series. But that could be an easy one. Save the cost of a new head sculpt and just do the same head and just do new hair. But they could have done it black or something. I'm not sure the specifics of everything. But it's just more of an animated series colorway, if you will. But they do look pretty good with or without the head swaps. I'm going to keep them on the heads on the right body because I don't like to kind of kit bash and swap parts and stuff like that. It's just not me. It's my OCD going crazy. I can't do it, but that's how it looks for you guys. Almost forgot, here is the Rogue from the Rogue Pyro X-Men 20th Anniversary Fan Channel exclusive 2-pack, along with the new Retro Rogue and the Juggernaut Wave Rogue. You guys let me know down in the comments below which is your favorite of the three. My favorite is still the Juggernaut Wave one. But if I had that head sculpt on that one, I think it would be the best of all three. I just really like these colors more than these colors. This is not a bad figure by any means, has the better head sculpt, so this is probably the better figure for value right now, because it's going to be a $20 figure. You know, it's just have to deal with the fact that it's going to be a Target exclusive, and looking to get it when the stores open up on November 29th. That's when you'll be able to purchase it in store. But you guys let me know down in the comments below which is your favorite, and do you prefer this style over this style? Which costume do you prefer? That is a review. If you guys liked it, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and as always, thank you for watching.